Good morning. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. I'm done. I broke my fast. You feel like a new person. I mean, I feel every cell of my body. Like I feel just electricity flowing through every inch of me because you've awakened so many healing properties in your body. I mean, it's you've awakened all your adult stem cells. You have literally gone deep and cleared out the junk, and it's just amazing. I just got a shower. But so I don't even know how to say just even breaking. So I got to tell you. So, well, day 7. Day 7 was really fun. I mean, it was like dry mouth and kind of tired, just kind of walking around, keep my blood flowing. But my good friend took me on a drive up to this gorgeous place covered in aspens and various pine trees and things, and a lake. And we saw some salmon swimming up, trying to swim up the lake or swim up the stream, even though it's past the salmon run season, but there were some stragglers and they were so cute. So, I just feel like a new person. Wait, let me finish day 7. So day 7 was good. That drive was just so beautiful. It was really cold, but it was so lovely. And more time passed because you're waiting till the time you can break your fast, and sometimes it's hard to be patient because you're like, oh, I'm so close. But anyway, see, now here's what's funny is my very first fast, my first 7-day fast, getting to that water was so delicious. I couldn't wait to drink that water. Now I've done so many fasts, just over the course of the last few years, long fasts, that it's almost like I already know what it's going to be like. I already know. So it wasn't like, that first sip of water was magical. It was more like I was sending gratitude and doing, my body's like, here we go, we're breaking this. Because when you break it, you have a bunch of sludge, depending on how long you've been fasting. And if it's your first time, like my first few long fasts, especially my 11, I had that black tarry sludge. It's like black, but kind of orangish. Anyway, gross. But I had loads of that. And it's a lifetime of toxins build up. So imagine a lifetime. I don't know if you were raised on a typical kind of American diet, like hot dogs and candy and just kind of an average American diet, actually. Think of how much junk's built up through the years. And I'm almost 40, so I had a lot of sludge that dumped. Now this time, I gotta tell you, because I've done quite a bit of fasting, prayer and fasting. I don't just fast for fun to lose weight. I fast for God. I fast for Christ. I fast to become what I need to become, to help more people. I want to change the world, and we can in big ways, but we've got to be able to not just sacrifice, but to listen and obey, and to put off, and yes, sacrifice. A lot of times following God is a sacrifice. In the end, it's amazing, 10 times better, but in the beginning, it may be very difficult to do some of the things. And again, if you believe in the scriptures, go look at all the people in the scriptures. Look at all the things they sacrificed to follow God. Are we willing to do that? Are we willing to sacrifice food for a short time or a long time to get to know Him? Let's say short, long. Anyway, I'm willing to be obedient, and he knows it. And that's why I feel like, oh gee, it's just so amazing. Oh, I wish everybody could feel this new, clean. I feel like a different person. Oh man. And I actually slept some after I broke my fast, which is amazing. To actually be able to sleep, because you really can't sleep during the fast. So, what else? So, my body's cleared out so much junk. Oh, but get this. So when I went to the bathroom, I didn't have the black tarry sludge. You get that in your first couple long fasts. I didn't have that. It was just kind of just a little bit of orange. And not even like the dark tarry orange. It was just a little bit. And it wasn't even dark. And it didn't smell like when you do your first 7 or longer, the stuff that comes out is the worst thing you've ever smelled because it's the nasty toxins. So your body, when it's cleaning and clearing all the places of your body, all the junk cells, all the leftover junk proteins, it like transforms. It dumps it in the intestines. So you could go in to your long fast with an ultimately clean intestine. So say you did flush and enema and flush and just, you cleared everything out so your intestines are empty. You're still, like, your body's going to dump all the waste, the toxins and waste that it can't use, and all the nasties and honestly, all the dead parasites and all the dead pathogens, like the nasties, all the stuff that dies off in your body or, that it kills or takes out. It's being dumped in your intestine. So by the time you reach the end of your fast, your once empty intestines are now filled with the most toxic, disgusting smelling black sludge. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Your body did a huge clean out. Anyway, so when I broke my fast, it wasn't, I don't know how to say this. It was much more tempered. It was, it's time. And then I drank it. But it wasn't like magical, like, your first fast or whatever. It was good and amazing and powerful, but do you know what I mean? It was good. It just wasn't like, oh, that water on your tongue. It was like, yes. It's like, I know this. But also, I wasn't lacking during the fast. I felt pretty good. Like, pretty good the whole way through. Compared to if you did your first fast and your body's like, we're cleaning out so much junk, a lifetime of junk. Well, I've done enough fasting that my body's like, we've got this. I mean, I was able to walk and talk, and I probably talked too much, hence my dry mouth. But, what was I saying? So anyway, I felt really good this fast. Just normal. Honestly, most of the time, it didn't feel like I'm fasting. It was just ultimate pasty dry mouth. And, near the last couple days, tired. But guys, I did my first 3. You know how I did those first 3 at home and then accidentally broke it with juice. And then I did 7. It was supposed to be 11 combined. And technically, since I only had a little bit of liquid, it kind of was. Like, you can kind of consider it all one big fast. But my first day I did at home, I felt great. My mouth wasn't even dry. I cooked Thanksgiving meal for my family. And we had like 6 different dishes. I mean, it was a big Thanksgiving meal I planned the day before. So day 1 and day 2, I was cooking like crazy. And day 3, just fine. So your body adjusts. It's like part of you gets kind of seasoned. Like building a muscle almost. It's like building a fasting muscle. When you go lift weights and you feel a lot stronger, and you can push it, and you're like, wow. And then the more you do, you add a little bit of weight on, and you get stronger and stronger, and you're like, wow. And then someone asks you to help. Can you help me move stuff or whatever? And you can lift the boxes and help them lift heavy things. So, I feel like a whole bunch of gunk has cleared out of, like, during my fast, I had stuff coming up. I already told you this. And stuff coming down and out. And, I kind of want to pray more and see what all was clearing out. What sort of junk I had in my lungs and my nasals. It still sounds a little clogged. Clogged's not the word, because you've got whatever mucus buildup and stuff. So as I continue to rehydrate and release stuff, it'll be fun to finally get this empty and just clear out whatever's left in my lungs. Okay, I don't know what to say. So, breaking was great. I rehydrated, and I had numerous different things. I used the baking soda and then the electrolytes and then this vitamin powder that's really good for you that August Dunning recommends. And then, celery juice. Oh, you never really tasted celery juice till you break a fast. It's like, this is so delicious. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm feeling really good. But another thing is, if you do a long fast like that, you're gonna feel amazing. Like here, you're gonna feel amazing inside, but your body still has to heal. You still have days, even weeks of healing. So you need to be more careful and gentle and don't do too much, because you will feel like, this is the best day of my life. You'll feel so amazing. At least I do. It's like a total change. It's like a miracle. It's like a new person. Oh man. Anyway, and when you feel this clean and pure, you do not want to put junk into this body. It's like, oh, I can't even imagine putting junky food in this. Like my mind's, of course I've had plenty of time to think about this. My mind's been going through all the wonderful, healthful foods that I want to eat. Now that I'm done. Excuse me. So, but you need to take it slow. Because if you're like me and you feel like amazing, like you could heal the entire world right now. Like I heal everybody. If you feel like that, you still have to take it slow because your body has to adjust. It just went through a huge overhaul. The massive, deep cleaning overhaul. I mean, you really are a new person. You have activated things in your body. You're not going to feel the same as before the fast. But so take it easy. Even though you feel like you want to run a marathon, don't. Go very slow. Take the week after, just go slow. Especially the first 3 days. Because I've made that mistake. Coming home from my fast, some of my first ones, I was like, I feel amazing. I could take on the world. And I started doing too much. I was like, oh, it was like almost fainting. Because I was like, yay, da-da-da-da-da. And my body's like, whoa, slow down, Karen. Like, calm, stop. You're doing way too much. We're still recovering. Recovery phase. Remember, recovery is important. Okay. Yay, I got to brush my teeth. It was so amazing. Scrub off, because you don't want to brush during the fast because your teeth get covered in a special stuff that protects your teeth from the acidic environment of your body. Through various parts of your fast, you go into kind of a deep acidotic stage where your body is acidic and it is like burning, purifying, clearing, and you don't want your teeth to be eaten away by the acids every day. And so your body builds this natural defense. And so you don't brush your teeth during a long fast. And anyway, I feel like I could take on the world, but I'm going to take it easy. I've had all these things, all these people to pray for that have popped in my mind, and sending light and love and peace and harmony to so many people, because we can. I wish more people knew you can send love, light, peace, harmony, truth. You can send gratitude to anyone you want. Like, there's so many things that people don't know they can do because they're looking at the physical, you know? So people are saying, well, if I'm going to say something nice, I have to go call them or text them or see them in person. You can literally talk spirit to spirit with anyone. You can say it out loud or you can say it in your head. Like the Ho'oponopono. Is it Ho'oponopono technique from Hawaii? Where you say their name and then their spirit knows. Oh, there's so many amazing miracles in spirit. Guys, everything was made in spirit before it was physical. So when you start working in spirit, like healing and just changing things and helping people in spirit, it manifests back in the physical. Spirit came first. People are stuck in physical world. They're like, what I see is what's real. They don't know they have literal, well, you could call them miracles. You, like in spirit, you are a light worker. You are an angel. You are a child of God. You can do so much in spirit, but most people don't know. They just kind of sit there like, oh, please bless, this will happen. And prayers are good. I'm not downing prayers. But when you start to learn there's more than just praying, like, oh, please bless them, there's more than praying. You could start healing. You can start helping their spirit. There's just so much I wish the world knew. A lot of religions are keeping truth. They don't want you healing. Because guess what? If you start working miracles of healing, your church, this is most churches. I'm talking about a lot of churches. Do you know how many people I know have been kicked out because they're working miracles and they're talking to Jesus? Yeah. You're going to get excommunicated. I have friends from like multiple religions that have gotten kicked out because they have risen above the priests and leaders. Your church can't handle that. Like they won't. In my old religion, girls don't heal. Okay. If there was some girl doing miracle healing, that's a problem. It's like, well, no, you're not using the proper blah, blah, blah. And if you start doing more than all your leaders, like, this leader, he's never seen Jesus. He's not healing people. Like, and especially those at the top. When you start becoming brighter, well, you're already brighter than some of the dark leaders, but it's a problem. It's a problem because all of a sudden you don't need them and they need you to need them. Like, they need you to need them. So we have all these keys, and we have the spiritual power. We talk to God, and they say, you need us. Like, you must come back. You can't go to Christ on your own. You must come to us for the sacrament. You must come to, for blessings, you must go to the people we've given the authority to heal. And so they hold all the keys and all the stuff in that religion. They don't really, but they'll tell you that. And so if you have a girl or just a guy even starting to miraculously heal people, you're going to get kicked out. Like, it doesn't fit their paradigm. So it's control. They control the members. They need you to be obedient. They need you to do exactly what they say, when they say it. And so it's insane, the world we live in. Let's just say these are one of the darkest times. These are one of the heaviest, most material times on this earth. And the deception of so much evil at the top of all the places that you would think wouldn't be evil at all. at the top of religions and medical, they're supposed to heal people. They're not healing people. Maybe you've got good, kind workers throughout, but the agenda, the medical, they have literally killed, I've heard an estimated 7 million people worldwide. That's an estimate. I don't know how much more. My guess is it'd be more through, you know what? 7 million. The medical industry. The people that are supposed to be helping are murdering. And guess what? You've got these evil church leaders supporting it. Do you know how many people from my old religion have died because they followed the evil leaders at the top? The wolves in sheep's clothing, who they believed were the one true anointed, they're not. They're evil. They're dark. And if you could have the blinders removed, you would cry. Sorry, I don't mean to be all getting serious into this, but guys, wake up. We live in really dark times. The crooked, corrupted, political. I mean, just anyone at the top. You don't get to the top unless you are dark. And you can prove to them, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then the horrible, evil rituals to get you to the top. Oh, guys, Hollywood, everywhere you look. And not just so you look at people in places of power and all over the world. I can't tell you how many evil in every religion. I mean, even over in India, in China, there are evil people at the top. We're infiltrated. Our world is very, very dark. But we are uber powerful in the light. We are uber powerful because we stand as gods on earth, God's children, God within. And you team up with Christ, you link arms, can't see my arm, link arms with Christ and say, okay, I'm here to help you. I'll do anything you say. I love you and I want to I want to be like you. You can move mountains. You can do all the things Christ told us we could do. The things he did when he was here on earth in a physical body. But guess what, guys? He's still here. That's another thing a lot of people don't know. They keep thinking that Christ will return. And, oh, beloved day, when he finally comes down from the sky, you have full access to Jesus Christ right now. Guys, he's in a resurrected body. You think he can't appear to anyone on this planet? These illusions. Well, like my old religion, he appeared to Joseph Smith. And then he appears to nobody. And we assume he's appearing to our leaders because they hint at it. He's not. He does not know them. He knows them not. They are very evil men and women. Oh, guys, the pockets of darkness, the veins of darkness throughout my old religion are so deep. And they're what's that word? There's so many. You'd be surprised how many people are involved in the darkest of things. And they they stand up and put on a show of, gentle. When we follow the Lord, all blessings flow. Da-da-da-da. Quote a scripture. Da-da-da-da. Follow the prophet. Da-da-da-da. What the most recent one is, stay on the covenant path. Do you know what that really means? Stay on the covenant path. In my old religion, the LDS religion, stay on the covenant path is the same as keep sweet and obey. What was it? Keep sweet, pray, and obey. It's the same thing. Like literally, it means you listen to us. You obey us. You stay corded and tied into this church system. You don't be free. And you don't seek Christ on your own. Oh, guys, it is not the covenant path. Did you know? Why? I realize people that are watching this that don't know the LDS religion are going to be like, what are you talking about? Guys, I come from a really, on the surface, it appears like a shiny penny. it appears this golden, shiny, we love Jesus and follow Jesus. And a lot of the members' hearts are so there. They want to follow Jesus, and so they do everything that they're told. But it is inverted. It is flipped. So it appears like light on the surface, but it is actually an inversion, and it is dark to the core. I mean, the stuff they're doing in the temple, Masonic, that is oaths, signs, and handshakes. These are secret combination things. The stuff you're doing there, you are literally committing. Like, you are literally, I'm going on a rant here. I realize this is supposed to be about fasting. But anyway, so they're dark. There's the secret combination stuff that went on in the Book of Mormon. That is what's going on in the temple. And that's the leadership at the top. And the reason why, if you've read the Book of Mormon, it said those who were in the secret, the Gadianton robbers, and all the people they paired with, the dark ones, the bad guys, they were mixed within the people. And nobody knew who they were. That's literally what's happening in the LDS Church. You have a huge amount of amazing, loving members who want to do everything they can to follow Christ and to get to heaven. They all want this celestial kingdom glory. It's not real, guys. It doesn't work that way. I've seen Beyond the Veil. It's not real. There is no spirit paradise and spirit prison. There are similar things. If you died in a horrible way, and you thought you were going to hell, there's a chance that that spirit might be caught in its own delusion from that life for a little bit until the angels can kind of pull them out of it. So yeah, you can die and have a horrible experience. But your guides and your angels are going to pull you out. And there's a whole bunch of stuff on the other side of the veil that is, let's just say it's fair. It's not like, oh, you were a member of that church. Go to spirit paradise. You weren't. You're from India. You weren't. No, these Chinese people, these tribal African people, no. Australian Aborigines, no. They go to prison because they didn't join the one true church. It's a lie. It's a lie. Guys. It's so sad. It's hard for me to watch because most of the people that I love, with all my heart, that I'm either related to, friends, neighbors, family, they are caught in this dark inversion of a religion. It's not a religion. It's a cult. And it's evil to the core. And you've got good people giving their lives to what is actually wrong. They think it's right. They don't even know. Anyway, enough of that rant. I could sit and go through all the darkness. I may do a video where I sit and go through all the darkness that God has shown me. Like, Karen, look. The steeples on churches and temples are conduits for dark energy. They can charge the entire building with whatever energies they want. Whatever things they want. Like, I'm telling you, it's rotten to the core, and they're brilliant. They're brilliant. You gotta know that there's a lot of darkness beyond the veil that is connected to the people. So it's not just brilliant. It's not like the men at the top are all just amazingly brilliant and they're good at faking. There are stories for each and every one of them. Some of them have trauma-based mind control, and they have altars. So their altar at the pulpit might be their kinder daytime altar, and they're saying, I love you, saints. That altar, altars are different personalities that have been, their brain's been split and split and split, their mind, through trauma. And I feel bad for them. I feel bad for all the people. So when I say they're evil, they are, but they themselves were tortured and abused as children. Horribly tortured. Anyway, I won't go further into that, but anyway, so fasting. Got off on a side rant there. You will find this darkness in the big churches. There's a few handful of little churches here and there that are just amazing. And they actually want to follow Christ. And they actually have open, like their minds and hearts are open. So if someone were to stop going, it's not like this shameful, horrible thing. It's like, oh, Fred, he was coming, and, maybe he'll come again, But in my old church, you don't stop going. It's like, you're going to lose your salvation unless you go to our churches and go to our temples and do everything the prophet says. And it's not true. So anyway, just keep that in your mind. Just keep that there. Not to feel like you're always thinking of the darkness and the evil, but have that in your mind that most of the people at the top are evil, if not all of them. Okay? Even all these religious people from Buddhism, from the Muslims, like there's a really good chance if they are at the very top, they're probably connected to this network of very dark people. So these big religions, they're all connected, and they're planning on joining forces into one world religion. And this is going to be the dark religion, the whore of all the earth. Okay? This is going to be the church that is set up. Quote the scripture. You probably know the scriptures if you read the Book of Mormon. This is going to be the dark church. And the Mormons, the LDS, are a part of it. They're a chunk of it. Same with the Catholics, and it's the dark people at the top. And so anyway, one world religion, bad. It's not a good thing. They'll make it sound good. This global agenda, bad. It's not. It's not what they want you to believe it. The UN, dark. Their agendas, they have all these points in their, I can't remember the number, in their somewhat recent little agenda, and they all sound good. But if you look deeper, each point is actually seriously messed up. And you're like, that sounds good. We're going to feed the world. We're going to give children freedom. And it's like, wait a second. This is not right. This is messed up. We live in a dark world. You have to go straight to God for truth. You have to do everything in your power to hear God, to feel God, to know God. That's why we're here. That's the ultimate. We're here to know God. I mean, really, if you were to sum up, why am I here on earth? Like, what is the purpose of this life? It is to come back and know God, which we're children, so we're God within. Okay, so it's knowing yourself and your own divinity as well. And then Christ came and changed the world, knowing him and knowing we can do what he did. And he told us that. What is the scripture? All these things ye will do, and even greater things than this will ye also do. He says that in the New Testament. Anyway, wow, 33 minutes. You can talk when your mouth isn't pasty. Isn't it amazing? Thank you so much. This fast was just amazing. It was so powerful. Again, if you want to do a fast of any kind, I'd love to support you. There's also fasting centers you can go to. You'll need to buy a plane ticket over to, there's a lady in the Carpathian Mountains. There's a guy over in Russia. He's a doctor, Dr. Filanov. There's a fasting clinic in Africa. So they're out there. You just have to, the plane, most of them are pretty cheap. Compared to Western medicine, they're dirt cheap. Because you get caught in the Western medicine cycle, and it's a sick system. They want you sick. They want you on their drugs. They want to keep doing surgeries on you. They want you to have cancer. And they want you to take chemo. And they want you to do all these things that keep you in this sick system. It's not health care. It's sick perpetuation. Sick care. They want you sick. And when I say that, I don't mean every doctor is a horrible person. There's a lot of good, loving, kind doctors out there. But they're taught a system that is harmful. If you're lucky, you can find naturopathic doctors or doctors that are awake. That's amazing when you run into those. Then they'll say, don't vaccinate your kid. They'll say, they'll have your checkup and we're not going to touch this, But your regular doctors, they're taught all of this stuff. Wow, there I go on a tangent again. But if you want to fast, contact me. I can either guide you to a camp you could go to if you've got a little bit of money, or you can do it at home. You can do it. You can get away and do it. Again, you could stay at a friend's house that has land. You could go to a VRBO or any sort of a rental. There are some cheap rentals out there. I rented a cabin for one of my fasts, and it was like, I think it was like $79 a night. And of course you have a fee on top of that, like the cleaning fee or whatever. But that's pretty good compared to hotel prices. And you're renting the whole place. So contact me if you have any questions about anything. Contact me if you want to fast or if you want a healing session. My husband and I are healers, and we do healing sessions on people. We have a website that you can go to and fill in all the things, and we don't charge anything. We just want to help people. Seen a lot of miracles through that, and it's just meant the world to me to be able to help people. I love it. Okay, thank you so much. This is getting so long. Okay, thank you. Best day ever. Best life ever. Best life ever. Thank you, thank you, thank you.